Yo, what up everybody? Welcome back to the next episode of 3 Count Reviews as we highlight NXT. Well, we're getting prepared for NXT TAKEOVER New Orleans this weekend. It's right before WrestleMania. Let's get into it. Alright, so last night's episode of NXT, we started off with the final of the Dusty Rhodes Classic. We had the awkward but cool team of Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong taking on AOP. This was a really fantastic match. Then who do we have? None other than Undisputed running out Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly. Bobby Fish is injured, as we know. They come out, they disrupt the match, it's a double DQ, and Regal comes out, decides to make it a triple threat match for the tag titles at TAKEOVER, which we know this is gonna be an awesome match. We know this is gonna be absolutely amazing. But what makes it even more cool, I guess you could say, is that not only do the winners grab the tag team titles, which Regal said it a certain way, he said the new tag team champions, but that's interesting because then he's implying that there's going to be new champions. I don't know what's going to happen. But the winners will also take the Dusty Cup since Undisputed disrupted the final match. So this is going to be freaking awesome. Now I'm super excited for this match even more. I can't wait to see it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Next, we have the North American Championship video package getting ready with the 6 men involved in this match. Now, this is a lot of names, so I'm sure you already know who I'm talking about. If you do not know, I'm not going to tell you because you need to go check this out. If you do not watch NXT, you need to get into it now. If you love the current superstars, you need to watch where they came from, where they keep coming from. But man, this video package is just hyping me up so much. I'm really interested to see what the title's going to look like. I honestly don't know. I don't think they put it out there. If they did, correct me, but I don't think they did. So I'm really excited to see what the title is going to look like. We'll see what happens this weekend. Next, we have a small little package for Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane for their main event match later that night. After that, we have Gargano and Ciampa's video package for WrestleMania. Now, this is titled as an unsanctioned match, which this is gonna... Lord only knows because it's NXT and they really like to push the bar. Thank you, Triple H. Thank you, everybody down there at NXT for what you are doing with this content. I really don't know what's going to happen. It's unsanctioned, so that means there's like no rules. Anything goes, I believe. I'm super excited. It's Johnny Wrestling. It's Tommaso Ciampa. You know, man, there's no more I can say than I just can't wait. Then we have Kairi Sane taking on Vanessa Bourne. I'm really liking what Vanessa Bourne is doing with her character, although that little hair thing she does in the beginning of her entrance, I don't know if it's because I'm a dancer myself. We need to fix it. WWE, call me. This was a really good match. There was one little slight botch. I think Vanessa Bourne wasn't... it was when Kairi Sane jumped off the top rope. I don't believe that she was forward enough to sell the move, so it was a slight botch. Still ended up working out. Kairi, being Kairi, was able to save the rest of the match. But like I said, respect to Vanessa Bourne. She is getting better. This is a mistake. Hopefully everybody down at NXT doesn't grill her for this. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but at the same time, you know, I want to see more from her. I think she is improving, so we'll see what happens. But like I said, all in all, it was a really good match. The elbow drop this time, this was a really good elbow drop. Kairi Sane's elbow drop, when it's done the way it's supposed to be done, oh, I love it. After that, we get the Lacey Evans promo. She's talking about the different NXT women superstars. She, you know, is going down the list. She's talking about Ember Moon. She's talking about, she didn't really talk about Dakota Kai. It's just interviewers asking her different things and she's just saying her piece and whatnot. I like Lacey Evans. She's also getting better at developing her character. Once it's spot on, I think she'll be a good addition to the women's division once, hopefully she's still around long enough to make it up to the women's roster. I think she'll be there. I don't see why not. But it was a good promo nonetheless. You know, nothing to frown at. So yeah, good job, Lacey. After that, we find Undisputed seeing William Regal out back. They're obviously approaching him saying, you know, this can't happen, blah, 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 blah. Same old, same old. William Regal gives them several options. Obviously, we see what those options are. It's either he gives up one match or he gives up the title match because he's obviously in the North American Championship six-pack. what do we call that again? You know, it was what it was. You know, it was funny. I like what Undisputed is doing. They're obviously very well trained, not only in the ring, but within being themselves and being their characters and whatnot. So once they get moved up to the main roster, it's going to be exciting. Next, we have the Aleister Black and Andrade Cien Almas video package. This was a really, really good video package. It made me even more excited for their match. And I like the fact that we're introducing the North American Championship, because it puts Almas and Black's match on a higher level, and I think that was the ultimate purpose from everyone at NXT, ultimately WWE, was to put that main championship on a higher pedestal and have this other type of championship, like a United States title type of championship on the NXT roster with the North Americans. So now we have, with, I guess you could say, the Intercontinental title would be as if the UK championship. That's kind of how I'm seeing it now. It's starting to make sense to me. The only thing I have against bringing in the North American Championship is that we're not bringing in an additional women's championship. And I feel the same way with the main roster. I think it's time that we introduce a women's tag team championship. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I've been thinking about this for a very long time. I think Ollie and Luke over at Wrestle Talk had mentioned this some time ago, and it got my mind going. I think it was them who said this. Don't quote me, but it was just it's just been so long where they just have, like, yeah, you could say, well, they have 2 titles. Like, no, per show, because it's a split brand, they have 1 title. So I really feel like it's time. Like, if we're making changes in the women's division and women's evolution or women's revolution, whatever you want to call it, let's add another title for them. I mean, look at the men's division. They have so many titles. It's ridiculous. Also, during Black and Almas's video package, I noticed they had a moment with Almas where he was speaking in his language, and then they had it in subtitles. The reason I bring this up is because I know at Wrestle Talk they've mentioned it so much, and it got me thinking as well on this topic, that with Shinsuke, like, yes, the WWE obviously wants his English to improve, and they want him to improve on his promos and whatnot, which is completely fine. But I feel like in the meantime that he's improving and working on his English more as far as doing promo goes, I agree. Why not just have him speak in his native language and put subtitles on him? And also, I think it would give so much more to his character. I feel like he'd be able to play so much more with his personality with it. I don't know. Come on, WWE, make it happen. Next, we have the Ember Moon interview. She obviously was referring to the time that her and Shayna Baszler had their run-in together at the Performance Center. Obviously, Shayna Baszler was getting into it with one of the coaches. Shayna Baszler is just trying to show everybody that she's number one. She knows what's up, this and that. Obviously, Ember gave a solid promo, gave a really, really solid promo. I'm excited for their match, but I know the way that Baszler wrestles, I'm just hoping that there's something a little bit more upbeat with their match this weekend. But regardless, I know I'm going to enjoy it. I really don't know who's going to win. I can't even say who I want to win, just because their dynamic versus each other is very interesting. So I am excited, just like I am with the other matches. I think I'm more excited for the entire card of NXT than I am for the entire card of WrestleMania. Like, there are matches within WrestleMania which I'm super excited, but there are moments that I'm super excited. With NXT, there's going to be moments that get me excited because I'm excited for the whole show. Now, we finally get to the main event, Lars Sullivan versus Killian Dane. Of course, they're trying to Killian Dane each other. See what I did there? This match was really, really good. 2 behemoths just constantly going at it. Matches going on. Everything, you feel like, okay, at this point, it's a nice throwaway match leading into the weekend. You kind of look at the time on the episode and you realize, like, how much time is left. Like, okay, they're just gonna end it with this. There's not really much time left. Okay, well, and then it starts to make you think, like, man, there wasn't really much done to really push into the weekend. I mean, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, I mean, they were good shows, but pushing into WrestleMania weekend, I mean, we could have done better as a whole. But with NXT, it's like I always expect so much because they always give so much, so I wasn't really seeing anything. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Velveteen Dream comes out, and Adam Cole comes out, then EC3 comes out, you know, and you have Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane looking around, and then Ricochet comes out, and everybody's getting wild. I'm getting wild. Ricochet gets in the ring, does his flip, lands it perfectly, looks around at people. Oh man, the place was erupting, and it was interesting because the show ends with pretty much, it was just no winner in Lars and Killian's match. And I'm okay with that. Just for some reason, like I said, NXT just has this way of creating this environment and this aura that's just absolutely awesome. You know, sometimes they have some misses. Obviously, it's a developmental brand for a reason, but you know, I thought it was a nice cap. I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. I thought it was a good way to end the show. I'm super excited to see Ricochet. I've been a fan for a while, especially when he's come from, you know, the other brands and the other scenes and his other personas. I can't say enough. Like I said, if you enjoyed yourself checking out this video, as always, hit subscribe, give a like. If you're not an NXT fan, get into it now, people. What are you waiting for? If you are an NXT fan, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think is going to happen this weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, actually, real quick, we're back. Real quick, don't go anywhere. So Raw versus SmackDown this week. Well, Shane McMahon's mess up on the mic. I think we're gonna go with Raw this week. Let me know what you guys thought. All right, dudes.